Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Cali KG. You already know. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different here. I'm going to call it story time, maybe like story time with Cali KG. Story time, Cali KG story time. You know what? Whatever, it'll work whenever it works. Just for now, let me just tell you a story. Let's get into this. So we all know about Valentine's Day. Now, for the two people that are watching this that don't know what Valentine's Day is, it's a holiday where you can get all lovey and nice and comfy with your boo. It's the part of the year where typically a lot of people get together, but it's also where a lot of people can break up as well. It works either way. Just hopefully you're on the good side of that, guys. You don't have to just be lovey-dovey with your boo on Valentine's Day, but for some reason, Valentine's Day is very special. I'm not gonna look up why Valentine's Day is special, because that's just not me. I'm here to tell a story. If you guys know, make sure you tell me down in the comments. I'll read those, like, and reply, and might learn something new. Anyways, Valentine's Day. For me, typically Valentine's Days don't go so well. And that trend, or that series of my Valentine's Days not going well, started way back in 9th grade. 2014, 15. 2015 Valentine's Day, not good. I don't think it's my fault. Maybe I looked into a mirror that's cracked or something, but I mean, I guess last year's Valentine's Day wasn't so bad, but as you can see, we aren't together, so anyways, right now I'm gonna tell you about the 9th grade and the 11th grade Valentine's Day, because those were pretty embarrassing. I'm skipping 10th grade because 10th grade Valentine's Day was a story to be told. I can save that for another story. If I even tell that one, that might need an 18 rating. Okay, so 9th grade Valentine's Day was terrible. I mean, that was really terrible. It was really embarrassing. So I used to live in Georgia, and we went to a school called Hateville Charter Career Academy. Shout out to the people from Hateville watching this. I love you guys. So in Hateville, I was friends with a girl. I'm not gonna say her name because I don't exactly know if she wants me to say her name. We're gonna say her name is Julie. Why not? Julie, that's good. Okay. Me and Julie, we weren't exactly like friends back then, like we had a little rocky relationship, but not a relationship, like a friendship. Maybe she'd be really mean to me. I've come to learn that she hasn't been so mean. She was just, testing me to see if I was a good friend. You know what I'm talking about. So prior to Valentine's Day, maybe like a month or two before, me and Julie were getting really, really close. Us getting closer kind of made my heart feel just that much closer. I mean, Valentine's Day was coming up, it was in the air, Valentine's Day comes around the corner. And for Valentine's Day in Hateville, each year they would do something called a Valentine's Day Gram. I'm sure all high schools do that, so hey. But the Valentine's Day Gram, for the people who don't know, it's basically you pay a little dollar or so just to, give them something like maybe a cupcake, or depending on what school, it could be a rose, it could be a card, something. But for mine, it was a cupcake. And the cupcake can come with a note. And my cupcake came with the note. Okay, so the thing about these grams is that they're supposed to be anonymous, so that you can write a little something to the girl, and the girl will be like, "Ah, shucks, he wrote me a little something," or vice versa. If you want to write something to the guy, and the guy's like, "That girl liked me." I paid $1 to the guy, and the guy was like, "You want this to be anonymous?" And I was like, "Yes." He asked, "What's your name?" I said, I'm Keontae, Keontae Gilliard, future Cali KG. This dude says, okay, sure. We're gonna make sure we anonymously send this to, Julie. Come the day of Valentine's Day, we were both in the same class during the last period, which is when they were handing out the grams. So, aw, man. Now I get to see her reaction firsthand. That's what I was thinking. Dude comes into the class and says, "Is there a Julie, hold on, what can I make her last name? Julie Jimenez, why not?" So the guy comes into the class and says, "Is there a Julie Jimenez here?" And I'm over here just like, oh, this is gonna be bad. So I'm over here ducking my head just a little bit. And Julie, raises her hand like, "Hi, I'm Julie, how's it going?" She doesn't talk like that, trust me. And I thought that was it. You know, she was gonna get her cupcake. I was gonna see her reaction, and in the confidence that no one was gonna know that it was me. This dude further on continues and says, "You have a secret admirer named Keontae Gilliard who wanted to give you this cupcake." And so fast, my head ducked, like I was like, no! And then I just looked, oh, and then she looked at me, she looked at me like so straight faced. Like, so I'm imagining it in my head, and it's like, it's really embarrassing, man. So she looked at me, looked at the cupcake, looked at me, but then everybody in the class was also looking at me. And you got people like, "Hey man, you in love with her? Bro, you in love? Yo, bro, you in love?" And I'm just like, oh. I ended up explaining, "Oh, well, I just wanted you to have a Valentine's Day, Graham, but like reality though, with you guys YouTube, I'm gonna keep it real. That's just what I like to do, no shame in my game." Yeah, I had feelings, okay? Whatever. It's a natural thing. All right, guys, I'm sorry if there was like a little angle change there. I just got a call, so I had to answer that. It was awkward, for a little bit afterwards. Of course that would be, but things got back to normal eventually, and yeah, that's pretty much that. That was a very embarrassing day. Very embarrassing few weeks after that. Julie, if you're watching this, hey man, you know who you are. That was a funny day, you can't lie. And yeah, that's Valentine's Day of 9th grade. What I learned from that is that for one, don't trust the Valentine's Day Graham people. I guess if you're gonna tell somebody you like them, then just do it, like if you wanna do it in private, as long as you are the one to tell them, it's like, you get the balls to do it. And you never know. Heard it from a movie, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so hey, take the shot. Yeah, no, that shot missed. Okay, so 9th to 11th grade was more or less the same. The only reason why I'm putting these stories together is because they both deal with Julie. So 11th grade, around the same time as it was 9th grade, me and Julie were talking, and we're getting close again. We were actually calling each other best friends, like she wasn't being mean, like she's nice, And I caught feelings around Valentine's Day again, and things changed. Maybe she changed too, I changed. Maybe this might be good. Let's try to shoot my shot again. I'm gonna stop doing that. I feel that's a little bit lame. So I got her a rose. A single rose with a card. I know that card came from me. I don't exactly know if that rose was a part of a Valentine's Day gram or if it was just something that I bought. I don't know. Either way, I got her a rose, and I chose that this time I was gonna give it to her. None of that anonymous stuff, cause come on, man. I learned my lesson a little bit. So I'm walking in all confidently, telling my bro Cloven, like, "Yo, Cloven, man, I'm about to, yeah." He's like, "Yeah, bro, you about to do that? Yeah, you about to go." I walked in there with one plan. I give her the rose, I give her the card, happy Valentine's Day, and that's pretty much it. Let's see where it goes from there. As you guys probably already know, it didn't go the way I planned. So the day goes by, and I agreed to give it to her at lunch because lunch is the perfect time. We can all walk around and just have our own little lives. Everybody had their own life in high school, so hey. I went the whole school day hiding it and everything, but I wanted to give the rose to her during lunchtime because that's when we both were free, And what I didn't know is that word had got around that I was gonna give the rose to her because I liked her and I had feelings for her. And that word got back to me. So naturally, I freaked out. I was scared, I didn't want to give the rose. I made a huge scene. Everybody's all guarding me, and she's already looking at me, so she pretty much already knows what's happening here. And I'm just like, no, this is all terrible. So I gave my friend the rose and the card to go give to her. They ended up, giving the package. Later, all I saw was the rose on my Spanish teacher's desk, given to her. She kept the card, of course, but it's just man, I goofed that one up again, and it's I didn't know what to think. I was just I was embarrassed, definitely, and that embarrassment lasted a long time. It's still a cringy story to tell right now, but for you viewers who just want a good story time, then there you go. Now, what I learned from this one here is that ultimately, you don't exactly have to be afraid of giving someone a gift on Valentine's. It's Valentine's Day. Like, whether they accept it or not, at least you gave it. Don't be afraid to express yourself, because hell, as far as I could have known, she might have been like, "That's the sweetest thing I've ever seen," and I would have never known that because I didn't exactly take the shot, right? I just kind of wussed out. So for all you people out there who want to go and give something to somebody, not even for Valentine's Day, just in general, I don't suggest you back out of it. I'd say go for it. The worst they can say is no. The best they can say is yes. And if they accept it, then hey. If they don't, then at least to not waste your time. Unless you're one of those persistent guys, which I'll tell you guys a secret. Not so much of a secret. I'm a persistent guy. But I can take the hint when it's time to take the hint. So it's like, yeah. And I knew at that second time it was time to take the hint. And that is the story of how my 9th and 11th grade Valentine's days didn't exactly go so well. Thank you for watching this. If this was, at least somewhat entertaining, make sure you subscribe, leave a like. There will be more in the future, trust me. I want to start pushing out these story times like every single Wednesday, partially because I do like telling these stories, even though I'm terrible at telling stories. I'll get better, trust me. I kind of want to do this weekly post, but I feel like this will be a lot more consistent. But I'm also gonna do the weekly adventures, so don't you worry about that one. Or if not adventures, the weekly main videos. I'm still getting everything figured out here in this channel, and when I do, it's gonna be something good. I'm telling you. Thank you again. Leave a like, subscribe. If you want to know anything else about me, ask me some questions down in the comments below. I'll be looking at them. I'll heart them. Reply back. Hey, we'll see. Thank you guys, each and every single one of you guys, by the way, who have been supporting me. I'm really thankful for that, and it's been growing. It's been growing quite well, actually, and hopefully it grows even more in the future. And thank you guys already. My first 62, 61, I don't know where I'm at. I'm actually pretty happy. I expected to be down at lower than that. I don't know. I expected to be lower, definitely. And the fact that you guys are actually, supporting it, it means the world to me, and I can't forget that. So if it ever makes it big, if it ever does, I'll remember this.